draftee is Ivan Varbanov from Mules Track Field. You could say that Ivan sort of self-recruited himself to Central Missouri. You might wonder how a young man from Bulgaria wound up in Warrensburg, but actually he already was in the United States, attending high school in Eau Claire, Wisconsin as an exchange student. He knew about Kip and contacted him about coming to UCM, and Kip, despite having never seen him compete, decided to bring him here. At the time, Ivan was pretty much a single event person competing in just the high jump. But Kip wanted him to also learn how to triple jump. The results show that he learned that pretty well. In his UCM career, Ivan earned All-America honors 10 times, 6 in the high jump, 4 in the triple jump. That's the second most All-America honors for any Mules Track and Field student athlete in school history. In 2003, he became the first, and so far the only, Mules Track and Field performer to win 2 national championships in the same meet, claiming both the high jump and the triple jump in that year's NCAA Division II indoor meet. The Jenny's Eric McKenzie matched that feat at last year's Division II indoor meet, ironically winning the same 2 events. More than 10 years after he set them, Ivan still holds the multi-purpose building high jump record of 7 feet 3 1/4 inches, and the Walton Stadium high jump record of 7 feet 1 inch, and the Walton Stadium triple jump record of 51 feet 6 1/2 inches. Ivan and his wife Eva now live in Seattle, Washington, where he is an industrial hygienist for the Department of Labor and Industries. He said UCM's tradition of winning championships and Kip's ability to develop international athletes were his primary reasons for coming to UCM. He wants to thank his wife Eva and Kip for helping him achieve his Hall of Fame status. Now let's enjoy a video tribute to Ivan Varbanov.
I can remember when Ivan ended up coming to Central Missouri, and we knew he was a good high jumper, really didn't know how good he could be. Brought him in, and some of the things that he did in training early, he was phenomenally durable, which is pretty rare in the jumping events. You know, usually you take a few jumps, you get pounded and you can't jump anymore. He could high jump all day long, he could bound all day long, he could triple jump all day long, and he wanted to do it every meet, which is pretty phenomenal. Most guys, I'm gonna take this weekend off, I wanna rest, but he just wanted to continue to work hard and do all the things. And it was phenomenal just watching some of the things that he could do. It was fun to watch. During his tenure, I don't know if we ever lost a conference meet. We were just really good at that time in the early 2000s, and he would triple jump and high jump every meet if we wanted him to. And sometimes I really encouraged him to take it off, but every conference meet he was there and he was winning. Well, he was really kind of a leader by example because people saw how hard he worked. A lot of times when he high jumped, he really high jumped by himself just because of the fact that he was jumping so much higher and it made it a lot easier. The thing that he did is he always performed at a high level. I mean, sometimes you may look at a kid in the running events and you know they're good, but they didn't perform that well because it wasn't a big meet, it didn't matter. That wasn't the way with Ivan. He wanted to perform at a high level every meet, and he always wanted to chase his personal best. And I think back at the time, he was one of the better jumpers in Bulgaria, and he kept trying to maybe make their world indoor team and different things like that. So he was always motivated to do better. Well, at some of our early meets where the competition wasn't that good, a lot of times he would not start jumping until the other competition was out. And for him to come in at 6'8", 6'9", was not that rare. Usually he liked to take an early bar or two just to continue to warm up and work on his rhythm, but a lot of times he was up over 7 foot in his second or third jump of competition. Being a 10-time All-American, that's phenomenal. I mean, that means, one, he qualified for all those national meets, but we knew he was going to high jump well and high jump competitively and get in the mix in all those meets. And that's a rarity in athletes to perform high at the national meet when it really matters. And he was able to do that every time, and that's why he was so successful. In the triple jump and in the high jump, Ivan always wanted to win. And when he didn't win, he was disappointed, and he, to be honest with you, he was disappointed anytime he didn't have a personal best, which when you do that in events so many times over and over, that's very difficult. And so, just a testament to his competitiveness, his internal drive. It didn't always come from us, it didn't always come from the competition. It came from within him that he always wanted to perform at a high level. Ivan is, a Bulgarian, so the background, I learned so much about his country, the things that, I don't want to say he had to overcome, but the things that he didn't have. And we've had Kenyans, Bulgarians, Russians, and the things that that those guys have brought, other than the fact that they're great athletes, is they help share their culture, their backgrounds, their upbringings with our kids from Missouri and across the Midwest. And so they were great for us to learn about them. And Ivan was very humble about sharing his upbringing and his background, and a guy I learned a lot from, and I can definitely say he was a friend of mine. Well, definitely the fact that Ivan's records in the high jump still are #1 here, still stand at Central Missouri, is a testament to how high that is, with the quality of his jumpings. And you know, we still recruit high jumpers. We've still had All-Americans. We've still had people that have done really well, but his marks are still the best ever here. Ivan, congratulations on your Hall of Fame induction. Congratulations on the success that you had at Central Missouri, and congratulations on the success that you are having now. Thanks for being someone that really set the tone on how we train here, and thanks for being a friend.